Hi there, Questions with Krista, and this question is from Eduardo Becerra, and he says, what is a good way to utilize the knowledge I will get from this class and grow it exponentially? Well, here is my answer. Whether you're taking my class or any other, what tends to happen to people is they get a little overwhelmed, right? So I always tell my students, when you're learning, that means that you're growing. So when you feel overwhelmed, be excited about it because it means that you're learning something new. But here's what I always tell people is that you want to start to take one concept to really master that concept. I call it learn. Then you want to master it, which is implementing it. And then so learn, implement, master, repeat, right? So learn a concept, implement it, master it, and then redo it again. And the more that you continue to do that and you really master one aspect of any kind of training that you're doing, especially my trainings, then you can move on to another one once you're comfortable and you've mastered the first. Listen, there's a lot to learn in the digital marketing space, in real estate, and with local professionals. People are so used to doing old school tactics and things that they've been told to do for years and years. And when you're learning a new strategy, a new skill, like you're learning how to utilize Facebook and how to utilize video and how to utilize digital marketing strategies, it can get a little overwhelming. So the best way to grow exponentially is to master something, to learn it, right? To implement what you're learning, to master it, and then to repeat it until you really have it down. And the reason I always say repeat is that by the time you go back and do something over again, typically you've learned ways in which you can do it better. And don't go on to a new subject or something different until you've mastered the first. That's one of the very best ways for you to take my training or any other and actually utilize it to the best of your ability. Another thing when you're taking a training is actually listen and do what the instructor tells you. What happens to people many times is they get in their own head and they think they should do something different, or they should tweak it. And if you're hiring a mentor, you're hiring a coach, my advice is do what the mentor says. Do what the coach tells you. Don't try to go off and do it on your own, or do it your own way that you think is the best way. If you're hiring somebody because they have the skill level that you don't, they've accomplished things that you haven't, they've experienced things that you haven't, they've failed in areas that you haven't, they've excelled in areas that you haven't, learn from them so you can fast track to success. And lastly, don't give up. What I see many students doing and many people doing is that they give up way too soon and they don't see results right away. And here's what you have to understand is that there is so much noise out there and there's so much competition that it takes a little bit of time for you to stand out as the authority figure in your sphere. So give it the time that it takes. Never give up. Tweak and change as you need to, but as long as you keep going and you push forward, you will succeed. So Eduardo, I hope that helped. And as always, we would love to keep getting more questions from you. So do me a huge favor, everyone. Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I appreciate your time. Make it a great day. Hey there. I have a brand new podcast called Fired Up with Krista Mashore, where I bring my high energy right to your ears. This podcast is available on all your favorite podcast platforms. So do me a favor, go subscribe and leave a review. All this information is free and I cannot wait to teach you everything I know. Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.